Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Pirate Master Murdoch. In today's video we're going to be covering the end of the Forgotten Gods event, and the Forgotten Gods event has now ended and all of your idols, idol pieces and tablets can now be turned into dust, which can then be redeemed for awesome prizes. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First things first, head over to your quest. Once you're in your quest, you're going to want to type in FG again in the search bar and you'll see the first little quest right here. It's 1 energy and you can turn all of your completed idols into dust, and you can see how much dust you get over here on the side. And then you can also see the later ones are all of the idol pieces, so it works all the way down until you hit the tablets, which are at the bottom here. And once you redeem all of these for dust, so you'll get idol dust, then you're going to want to go over to these idol dust quests right here. And I personally suggest going for this one right here, the FG Bountiful Blessings, that costs 75 idol dust. And that is because when you look at the rewards, you can see at that 0.1% you can get a Tiki Bar, which is the most expensive item to craft in the game. And I think there's only like 2 or 3 of them out there. And you can also see that the 0.25% chance, the 0.75% chance, the 1%, and the 5% are all 1% items that were originally found in the chest that you get for holding a Founder's Pirate. So those are all incredibly rare items as well, and it gives you pretty much like a 7% chance of getting a super rare item. And then on top of that, you also have a 25% chance of getting a high seas map and a 5% chance of getting 2 skeletons in the sand. And your lowest thing is literally 500 P gold or marks, and it's just a really good option to get. But if you want to go on the more budget end, there is one down here where it's 50 dust, and you can see here the rewards are not as good, but you can see there's a 0.1% chance of this weird little guy down here, the inflatable pirate, and that's a really cool one. And all of these other stuff here are also really good stuff. You'll notice the high seas map at 20% chance, which is also really good and also really highly suggested if you're farming high seas maps, because you can run more of these than the 75 and potentially get more high seas maps. So depending on your strategy, I personally think the Greater Blessings is much better. And then after that, there's the Lesser Blessings, which is the worst of the 3, but you know, still 10% chance at high seas maps. And you can also get Skeleton with Rum, the Skull Wagon, and the Hanging Cage, as well as Beach Loungers and a bunch of other items. So it is still a pretty good one. And then if you have any remaining dust, you can turn it into marks or pirate gold for just 1, and that's pretty much any cleanup stuff. So at the end of the event, I highly suggest you run this quest right here after you turn everything to dust, and hopefully you get lucky and get that Tiki Bar or whatever other item you are looking for. Also, in the Forgotten Gods event, at the very end, the winning fraction was the Broseph team, which means if you had more completed idols of the Broseph, you would get a item at the end, which is placeable on your island. It is soulbound, and if I go over to my inventory right here, and we go down, you can actually see this is the item that you get. So with this, I'll be able to place it on the island, and it's pretty much just a completed Broseph idol that gets placed on the island. So it is kind of a rare item in the sense that you could only get it from being part of the winning fraction. So hopefully if you got one of those, you can keep it forever. And if not, well, you got a lot more dust, and hopefully you got lucky with other things. Alright, so before I end this video, I want to actually open up as many of these bountiful blessings as possible, just so you guys can see my luck. I've got 1,000 dust here and it's 75. I'm going to run this as often as I can, and then I'll collect all the rewards at the end. So I'm going to run this quest, and it's got a 1-minute cooldown. So I'm just going to skip ahead until all of these are done and claim it. And hopefully we hit that wonderful little tiki bar down here or some of these items here, and we'll see in just a little bit. Alrighty, so we are at the last time I can do this quest here. So I'm gonna run this. I have 18 remaining. I've done it 14 times. I'm gonna have to use the remaining bit all down here, but I will do that later. We can see now that I have 14 things right here. We're looking for that tiki bar. If I pull a tiki bar right now, I will be giving away a pirate frigate ship. And let's cross our fingers and hope I get the tiki bar. And let's see what I get. Alright, not bad. No tiki bar, but you can see I got 4 high seas maps, which is literally a ship. I got 2 tiki head statues, which is absolutely awesome because I've been dying to get these. And I got 5k pirate gold, which is pretty nice. So I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't get the tiki bar, but that's okay because I got high seas maps and I got tiki heads and a bunch of pirate gold, which is absolutely awesome. So with that, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Yarr!